साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात्। साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात्। साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात्। साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात्।
श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम्। गणानां त्वा गणपतिगुं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमम् ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनः शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती धीनामवित्रयवतु। गणेशाय नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमः। श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम्।
Om Shri Sai Ram to respected elders, uncles, aunties, youth, children, and distinguished guests. On behalf of the Sri Sathya Sai Baba Center of Mississauga Central, I offer my humble pranams to the lotus feet of our dear Bhagwan, Sri Sathya Sai Baba. We are very delighted to have you all here to celebrate Bhagwan Baba's 90th birthday, to be performed by our SSE students and youth. The title of our play is Who We Really Are. This will be concluded by a musical rendition as a grand finale by our SSE students and youth. We now begin the program with the beautiful Ganesh dance, followed by a Sai Gayatri dance by SSE students under the age of 10.
Our story begins with a family of 3. Vijay, a well-accomplished and proud father who thinks that he is different from everyone, uses his status as an emblem of superiority. His son, Rahul, was much the same. What they didn't realize is who they are is not based on what they possess, what they accomplish, how they impress others, or what others think of them. Ego is simply an idea of who we think we are, the false image that we carry around with us. This will eventually erode as real-life situations will teach us who we really are. As Sathya Sai Baba says, you are not one person, but 3. The one you think you are, the one who others think you are, and the one you really are. It is impossible to be sincere if we try to be someone other than who we truly are, which is what happens when our ego takes over our life. One ordinary day, Vijay and his wife were sitting outside a restaurant.
Good evening. What would you like to have?
While they were waiting for their order, an old man showed up.
Sir, can you please help me?
Help you with what?
Please give me some spare change, sir.
I don't have any. Now go away.
Please, sir, I'm very hungry. Have mercy on me.
Did you not hear what I said? Leave now.
Sorry. Please don't get angry. I'm leaving.
Oh dear, aren't you being a bit harsh with the poor fellow? All he was asking was for some spare change, and you got upset for nothing. Baba tells us we must be kind and see God in everyone. Only then God's grace will come to us.
What do you mean, poor fellow? He was very annoying. I just couldn't take it anymore. Besides, you go to satsang and I prefer to stay home and watch TV.
How difficult is it for you to see God in others? He is a human being, just like you and me. Is he not?
Nonsense. He's old and he's begging. Where do you see God in him? Look at me. I am a very accomplished man, which everyone can see for themselves. Why should I help him?
Well, you never know. One day you may also need someone else's help.
Never. That can never happen. I have enough money to carry me through life, and I don't need anybody's help.
You know, dear, you shouldn't be so arrogant. You may be successful, but that's not who you really are. Someday you will find out your true nature, and you will realize that the old man is connected to us like God.
Look, I'm happy the way I am. What's wrong with who I am?
Vijay, you have it all wrong. And what is worse is your son is adapting your way of thinking too, and it will affect his entire life. He used to be so humble, and now I'm seeing a change in him too.
What are you talking about?
Because he has all the latest gadgets and more money in his pockets, he feels like it is important to impress others, so to see others as less than himself is impacting his focus, causing his grades to drop.
I don't believe that. And so what if he has everything he wants? I don't see anything wrong in that. Besides, he's my only child.
You don't see anything wrong? Did you ever have the time to sit and talk with him? Find out how he's doing at school? Help him to understand the important things in life and how to handle difficult situations?
Look, I give him everything so that no one can look down on him. He has his own bank account and I pay for his expenses. What more do you want me to do?
All I can see is that you are too obsessed with your possessions, but there is more to life than to accumulate things and feel you are invincible. You have to understand your true nature and why God has given you so much. It is time you inquire within to find God in you. That is our only hope.
What are you talking about? I'm a rich and a smart man who does not need anything from anyone and does not need to share what I have with anyone. That is my true nature. Anyway, I have had enough of this lesson about myself. I'm leaving. I don't want to hear this anymore. I know who I am in this society, and everyone around me also knows who I am.
Vijay's son Rahul is always out to impress others. He loves pop music. His appearance and his long hair is not appealing. His mother could not make him understand that what one sees, hears, and does has to be in tune with who one really is.
Rahul, I told you to take out the garbage.
In a minute, Mom. Mom, why do you keep bothering me?
Rahul, I'm not going to tell you again.
Just a second.
Rahul, I need you to listen now. Those 2 bags, take them out now before you leave for school.
Rahul had a very good friend and neighbor named Suresh. Even though they were good friends, they couldn't be more different. Suresh would start the day by listening to God's prayers before leaving for school. He always received good grades in school, and he respected and obeyed his parents. Rahul's mother hoped that one day Rahul would turn out just like Suresh.
Remember, boys, your homework on ancestors is due tomorrow.
Mr. Souza, I was wondering if I can get an extension on the assignment. I cannot finish it because I'm going to be busy with other stuff. Besides, I don't have any ancestors.
No, Rahul, there can be no excuses. You will have to complete your assignment.
But miss, I don't have any ancestors.
Suresh, can you please help Rahul after class?
Gosh, Mr. Souza gives out dull assignments. So what do you think of ancestors? Do you have any?
Yes, I do.
Suresh, what does the word ancestor mean?
It means forefathers from whom we have descended.
Look, Suresh, I will give you $20 if you will do my assignment while I go and chill.
No, Rahul. It is time you do your own homework. Just because you are rich doesn't mean everyone has to bow down to you.
But you once mentioned, your God said, we must help ever and hurt never. So help me now. I need your help.
The only help I can give you are these books to read, so you can become more responsible and do your own homework.
Hey, what are you doing?
Sai Baba says we should not encourage laziness in others. Do you think that money can buy everything? I have learned that cheating and lying is not good. Well, I better go now. See you in class tomorrow.
Hey, Suresh forgot his assignment. Oh, hello, Mr. Souza. I have finished the interesting assignment.
Hello, Rahul. I am glad you took my advice seriously and finished the assignment. I must say, I am impressed to see you working here so late.
Miss, school has always been important to me.
Well, I'm glad you gave it your best. Also, I have seen some outstanding work from your friend Suresh.
Suresh? Well, I wouldn't exactly call him a friend, just someone I help. He finds school boring and pretty demanding, so I've put quite a lot of time helping him understand the more difficult concepts.
Really? And what is that?
I was explaining to Suresh what ancestor means relating to grandparents and great-grandparent.
That's very kind of you, Rahul. I like that caring attitude in you. Some students can be so competitive.
Thank you, miss.
The teacher is fully aware of Rahul's antics and the dedication and sincerity of Suresh, but she goes with Rahul's bragging.
Rahul, I forgot my assignment in class yesterday. Did you happen to see it?
No, Suresh, I haven't seen it.
I had to do it all over again, but somehow I managed. What about you? Did you finish yours?
You bet, all done. You know, I don't like to leave things for the last minute.
Okay, everyone, I have finished marking your assignments. Rahul and Suresh, can you please stay back after class?
Miss, how did you like my assignment?
That's exactly what I'm coming to. I discovered that both your assignments are identical. That means someone has copied, or both of you did the assignment together.
Miss, you're wrong. You saw me working on my assignment yesterday, didn't you?
Rahul, did you steal my assignment?
No, I would never do that.
Rahul, the assignment is in Suresh's handwriting and not yours.
Rahul, I trusted you as a friend, but you disappointed me.
Hello? Am I speaking to Rahul's mother? This is Rahul's teacher, Miss D'Souza.
Yes, Miss D'Souza, I'm Rahul's mother. How are you?
I am fine, thank you. I'm calling to let you know that Rahul has been suspended from school.
What? My son? Suspended? But why?
He submitted a classmate's assignment and tried to pass it off as if it was his own.
Oh my God! Is that so? Thank you for letting me know, Miss D'Souza. I will deal with him personally. Rahul, I want you to come this instant.
Yeah, Mom.
Miss D'Souza called to say you got suspended for cheating. Is that true?
Mom, Suresh is lying. He is trying to get me into trouble.
Suresh is a good boy and would not lie. Rahul, from now on, I'm afraid no TV and no music. How was your day?
Good. Where is Rahul?
He is in the hall, and I got the call from his teacher to say he was suspended from school. This is what I was afraid of. You keep spoiling him with everything, and now this is the result.
What? I can't believe this is happening. Rahul, come here now.
Dad, Mom said I can't play music, watch TV, and...
I heard what happened. Rahul, do you realize the seriousness of your mistake? You should not have handed in Suresh's assignment. You need to put in your own hard work.
But Dad...
My son, honesty pays its own reward. Let me narrate to you a small real-life incident that Suresh's mom had once told me. Once there was a poor boy who applied for a job as a clerk at the Indian Institute of Science in Bangalore, India. Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba was talking to Dr. Bhagwantam, a scientific advisor to the Indian Institute of Science. Sir C.V. Raman was sitting in another room conducting interviews. A poor boy walks past Baba and Dr. Bhagwantam when Baba calls the boy to him.
Hey boy, come here. What are you doing here?
Swami, I am very poor, but I have come for an interview for the clerical position that is open here.
So what do you think? Will you get the job?
Swami, I am a little nervous, but I will be very happy if I somehow get it.
God has his ways. Go and he will guide you.
Oh, thank you, Swami. I don't know you, but I somehow feel that your words will come true.
Look, my boy, whatever questions they ask, you must answer them to the best of your ability. If, however, you do not know the answer, then you must be honest about it. Do you understand?
Yes, Swami. You are very kind.
Truth always triumphs, so always speak the truth.
After giving his full respects, the boy went straight for the interview.
What is your name?
Sir, my name is Mutalib.
Everybody has a first and last name. Do you have one?
Sir, my last name is Khan.
Why are you so scared? How can you do your job if you have so much fear?
Sir, I am very poor, and if I do not get this job, I will have no money to buy medicine for my mother. She is very critical.
Mutalib, sorry to say, but you are unsuitable for this position at this time.
Sir, think again, please, sir.
The boy then comes back to where Baba was sitting earlier, but somehow was too ashamed to show his face. He hid himself behind the pillar and started to cry. Baba, being all-knowing, went to where the boy was hiding and, holding him by his hand, brought him to where he was sitting.
Hey Bangaru, why fear when I'm here? Don't cry, my child, because it hurts me when anyone suffers.
But Swami, I have failed. How can I show my face to my mother? If she finds out, she may die of shock. I am helpless. What should I do now?
Son, did they give you some travel allowance to come from your village for the interview?
Yes, Swami, they did.
How much money did they give you?
They gave me 15 rupees, and I still have 5 rupees left.
Okay then, when Dr. C.V. Raman comes here to have lunch with us, you return the 5 rupees and tell him that you wish to return the balance because it doesn't belong to you now.
The boy agreed to follow Baba's advice. Sri C.V. Raman comes towards where Baba and Dr. Bhagwatam were waiting for them to have lunch and finds the boy still standing by the lobby.
Hey boy, what are you still doing here?
Sir, I have some work I wanted to take care of before I left.
What kind of work?
Sir, you were kind to give me 15 rupees allowance, and since I spent only 10 rupees, I have no right to keep the balance and so I came to return it.
You know, I am very touched with your sincerity and honesty. Because you have stuck to truth, I am going to give you the job you wanted. Get up, my child. Honesty always pays. Go and tell your mother you have the job and now you can also take care of her.
Thank you, sir. God will bless you for this act of kindness, and I know He is listening because there is no place where He is not present. O loving Swami, I do not know who you are, but if I ever see God, I know He would look like you. You have been very kind to me. Please bless me.
Chala santosham bangaru. Go, my child, always be happy. Love all and serve all. Always speak the truth, and the truth will set you free. This is the way to God.
Rahul, you must now go and apologize to Suresh for what you have done. Speak the truth, and the truth will set you free. Vijay, this is what happens when we lose ourselves in arrogance. Even dishonesty creeps into us. I know you do not like hearing my point of view, but I'm only looking out for the character of our family. Even if you were to attend satsang, you would learn about all of this. Last week, there was a video of Swami telling a story of how blinding arrogance can become. It was a story of a man named Vidyasagar, and it goes a little like this. Once, there was an ICS officer who happened to be a learned man and a Sanskrit pundit. However, he was unable to decipher certain portions of the rules of Sanskrit grammar. Hence, out of desperation, he thought of a great Sanskrit scholar, Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, and wrote to him for help. Vidyasagar invited this ICS officer to come to Calcutta, where he was supposed to give a talk at a gathering on the same subject. He also volunteered to receive the pundit at the Calcutta railway station and take him to the meeting. But Vidyasagar was a humble and simple man who never boasted his scholarship nor dressed extravagantly to show off his status as a scholar.
I wonder where that Vidyasagar is. His name suggests he is an ocean of wisdom, but he does not have enough sense to receive a guest on time. Let him come. I will let him know what I think of him.
As promised, Ishwar Chandra was waiting at the railway station to receive this pundit. He always dressed very modestly, and this proud pundit misunderstood him to be a porter or a baggage handler and handed him the luggage.
Hey porter, come here and carry my suitcase.
Surely, sir. It will be my pleasure.
Take it to the taxi stand. I hope you don't run away with my baggage.
Sir, please trust me. I have always lived by my human values, and I have never deceived anyone in my whole life.
Human values? What does that have to do with your job as a porter?
Sir, it has everything to do with my job. Besides, if one has a foundation in human values, his life becomes more meaningful as well as peaceful.
So now you are going to teach me? Do you know who I am? I am a well-known learned pundit. For you to give me a lecture makes no sense. Look at how poorly you are dressed.
Sir, I believe in simple living and high thinking. Besides, clothes are not as important as the inner man. Purity of heart is what decides the inner culture. Good thoughts, good words, and good deeds is what makes a man shine.
Enough, enough. Just take me out of this station. I don't need another headache.
Sir, you didn't tell me where you were going.
How does it matter to you? But since you ask me, let me tell you. A learned scholar named Vidyasagar invited me to his talk today and promised to pick me up at the railway station. But little did I know then that he was not a man of his word. How can you trust anyone these days? My God.
Sir, can I ask you something? Why would you pay someone like me to carry such a small suitcase? It's so light. Aren't you throwing away your hard-earned money?
I am a pundit. It would be degrading for my status to carry a suitcase. What would people think of me?
Sir, bear with me. I can only tell you what my parents have taught me since childhood. So, it doesn't matter what others think of me. What matters is what I really am. By the way, sir, we are here at the taxi stand. Let me get you a taxi.
Okay, that's fine. And here, take this money for your trouble and leave me alone.
Sir, I can't take your money.
You can't take my money? What's wrong with you? Are you mad or what?
Sir, I truly believe in serving mankind as a means of serving God. Hence, I cannot charge you. God always blesses those who serve Him and recognize Him in others.
The arrogant pundit proceeded to the venue and sat in the audience where Vidyasagar was going to address. In few minutes, Vidyasagar arrived there, dressed in very simple clothes. He was accorded a warm welcome and profusely garlanded by the organizers of the function. The ICS officer, the so-called pundit, was observing this welcome ceremony and realized to his utter astonishment that the person who had carried his suitcase was none other than Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar himself. He felt ashamed. Vidyasagar finished his speech stating the following.
Humility is the foremost quality of an educated person. Pride and arrogance are the result of excessive wealth, and consequently, such a person loses the fundamental quality of human nature.
Oh, humble Vidyasagar, I sincerely apologize for my arrogant behavior. Now, I can understand why you are revered by everyone. You have humbled me and made me aware of my mistakes. Your speech was a great eye-opener for me, and I hope you will forgive me for my false pride that I shamelessly exhibited, unaware that it was you all along.
Oh dear one, who am I to forgive? We reap what we sow, and thus bring upon ourselves either good or bad results based on our own actions. God is always forgiving and compassionate, but the law of karma isn't so kind.
Wow, this is indeed a profound story. What I learned from this story is that we must give others the same importance that we give it to ourselves.
I am glad you are able to see this now. I am hoping we can show Rahul how to find his true self and to know that he is much more than who he thinks he is.
The next day in school,
Suresh, I'm sorry for copying your homework. Can you please tell me how you manage to get good grades all the time?
I forgive you, Rahul. But you have to stop trying to impress others because that's not who you really are. God helps those who help themselves. Study hard and be truthful.
Okay, Suresh, but tell me something. How can you be so calm and unaffected? Who is this God you talk about all the time?
I pray to Sathya Sai Baba, who is God in human form, and He is everywhere at all times. He is in me and around me. He is also in you.
My mom also talks about Sai Baba, but from what I can see, he is just a mere man, walking like you and I. How can he be here, there, and everywhere, let alone be God?
You will understand when the time is right. Hey Rahul, I have a video called Sai Baba's Darshan. Would you like to come over and watch it?
I don't know much of Sai Baba, but my mom prays to him and also says he is in me.
God has many names and forms, Rahul. You have to understand that we may be different in race and caste, but we all come from the same source, which means that if God is in us, then we too must be God.
Here we go again. All that spiritual talk. Even my mom has been telling me stories about God. I get it, but I can't digest it all at once.
Rahul, are you coming or not?
Actually, Suresh, my mom always talks about satsang and Sai Baba. Maybe you can come to our house and bring your video, where we can all watch it. My mom would be very happy.
No problem, Rahul. I will. It is important to know that we and God, in whatever form you call him, are one.
I can't seem to get what Suresh said out of my mind, that God and we are one. I'm confused.
Later that night, Rahul had a very strange dream.
You and I are one.
I am just a mere boy, but you look so divine.
I created the universe, and not only has everything come from me, but I am in all.
You say you are everywhere. In that case, why is it we are not able to see you in everyone?
Because I'm not always visible. Consider a garland with many beautiful flowers. Can a bunch of flowers form a garland all by themselves? You need a connecting thread, don't you? I'm the creator, and like the connecting thread, I'm the foundation. I remain hidden, and people think I don't exist.
You mean we all come from you?
I see that you're understanding now. I'm in each and every one. Be aware of this, and know that you're not alone. You're part of a large family, and I'm always with you. All are one. Be alike to everyone.
Amazing! You are everywhere and in everyone, calling out to us all the time, and yet we miss you every time. If you are in me, then why do I always get into trouble? Why don't you help me?
What you say and do affects yourself as well as other people. You must allow this love that is all around to flow through you. If you have wrong thoughts in your mind with no love, then you will get into trouble and forget who you really are.
I'm beginning to understand your point, Swami.
Let your feelings, thoughts, words and actions all be in harmony with each other. Be kind and always call on me, and I'll certainly come to your rescue.
Yes, Swami. I now understand how we are connected.
The next day, as Rahul's father, Vijay, was walking home, he noticed two suspicious-looking men down the road. He did not think much of this, as his ego shielded him from the reality of the world.
Hey, look at him.
He looks rich. Let's get him.
Can I help you, gentlemen?
This is how you can help me.
Vijay could not believe that he was just robbed. He became even more aggravated that something like this could happen to him. As he continued to walk home, he gets tired and sits on a nearby bench. Along came the same old man who he had refused to help. The old man sat on the far end of the bench.
Sir, what's wrong? You seem to be tired and depressed.
You again? Are you following me?
No, sir. I'm not following you. But what are you doing here?
I'm taking a rest. Do you mind?
Of course not, but what happened to you, sir?
I was just robbed of my wallet and cell phone while walking home.
Robbed? In that case, can I help you in any way?
You help me? How can you help me? Look at you. Where do you live?
Over there, and sometimes over there.
You mean under the trees?
Yes, sir. Here, take this. Have a good day.
But wait, why do you give me your money?
My son, let me advise you. The measure of life is not in what you accumulate, but in what you give away to others. Ego and anger have ruined many a great person since the dawn of time. Let me tell you a short story from the Ramayana. After the wedding celebration of Rama at Mithila, Raja Dasrath and his sons, along with sage Vashishta and their retinue, were returning to Ayodhya when the place became suddenly dark and a terrible storm arose.
O Mighty One, welcome. Allow me to wash your feet.
Rama, you have invited your death by daring to break Shiva's great bow. Don't you know that Shiva is the god I adore? How dare you? Come on, speak up.
O Great One, I thought your hatred of the Kshatriyas had ended long ago. Why this relapse? Why this absurdity?
He that broke Shiva's bow is my enemy. I will punish with death the person who dare dishonor Shiva.
O Reverend One, you are a Brahmin. Brahmins do not kill. You are world renowned. Why do you want to kill my sons who have done no wrong?
Do not test my patience with your silly words. Out of my way, Dashrath.
O Great One, it is unbecoming of a person like you to exhibit such rage and violence. Also, it is improper to seek battle with my sons who have done you no harm.
Dashrath, I will not tell you again. Move out of my way or face the consequences.
Have you thought what the world would think when they find out that the great Parshurama sought war with just a few miners? Please think of the consequences, I beg of you. Not only that, but I am prepared to make a deal with you. I am ready to fight with you if you will spare my sons. This is your last chance.
Move away, Dashrath, while you can, for I have reached my limits.
Why all this fuss about an old bow? As children, we broke many bows, and no one was angry then. What was so special about this bow?
Young prince, do you know who I am? I am Parshurama, wielder of the axe. Dashrath, tell this boy who I am. I have destroyed this land again and again, and I got rid of all Kshatriyas. He does not know the power of my rage. It is a wonder I let him live till now.
You're doing a good job telling everyone about your bravery.
This boy has to be killed. I will not let him live any longer. Come, prepare for your death.
A warrior fights, he does not talk. Talking is cheap. Let alone this old bow, I can toss up this earth and break it into pieces if I want.
O respected one, elders do not threaten youngsters with death when they are impertinent. Rather, they are amused by their children's antics.
Lakshman, let me take care of this. Besides, it is disrespectful for you to come between Parshurama and me. O revered sage, I thought your revenge against Kshatriyas had ended long ago. What has brought about this sudden change?
Rama, you are a devious one. You let your brother abuse me while you stand quietly by? Now you come with your smooth talk and charming smile?
O respected one, forgive Lakshman. He's a mere boy. I am the culprit you seek. I broke Shiva's bow. How can this devotee of yours serve you? If you want my life, I'm ready to give it up.
O son of Dashrath, I have heard your heroic exploits. The bow that you broke was old and weak. That's not proof of any heroism. So do not strut about in pride that you have broken the bow of Shiva. I have brought Vishnu's bow, which belonged to my father, Jamadagni. Show me your might by stringing it and fixing an arrow on it. If you can't do this, Rama, I challenge you to come and fight me.
Parshurama, that is not much of a task for my brother Rama. This bow is like a blade of kusa grass. Even I can break it easily.
Come on, Rama. Either string the bow or come and fight me.
Parshurama, you are a Brahmin, and Kshatriyas worship Brahmins. You are also related to the revered sage Vishwamitra, and so it is not proper to kill you. So kindly tell me what I must do when the arrow is mounted. Should I destroy your power, or destroy what you have gained through your religious merit?
Rama then took Vishnu's bow from Parshurama's shoulder. No sooner did the weapon reach Rama's hand than Parshurama's body lost all energy and vitality. But Rama shone with a splendor that no eye could stand. Lord Narayan himself was revealed to Parshurama.
O Rama, I have experienced your divine splendor. Break the bow, and with it, break my ego and anger that comes from it. Destroy all my religious merit. Rama, it is not easy for the world to understand divinity. You are indeed all, and everything is you.
Just like the arrogance of Parshurama was destroyed by Sri Ram's humility and calmness, so also we should all learn to be calm and cool and surrender every thought, word, and action to God.
Thank you for telling me this story. Although I'm not so convinced, it is something to think about, but I'm beginning to see the light.
When abundance flows to us, we must not hoard it, but instead share it with others who are less fortunate. We must not get attached to wealth, but rather serve the needy with it. True nobility is not about being better than others, but about being better than what we are. We all emanate from the same creative life force. We all have a mission to realize our intended essence. None of this is possible if we see ourselves as superior to others. We must realize that service to humanity is service to God.
Mom, I had a dream where I was a little boy, and Sai Baba showed me how God exists in everyone and everything. I now understand that God is within each of us, and by chanting His name and meditating on His form, it would ultimately lead us to realize that we are God.
Son, I am so happy for you.
You will never believe what happened today.
What happened?
The same old man who I shunned not long ago helped me today. He told me a story on ego and arrogance, and his story has a lot of truth. The more I think of it, the more I see the arrogance in myself.
And what do you mean by that?
I was robbed, had no money, and he offered me what little coins he had. Just because the old man quoted some fancy words from the scripture doesn't mean anything. Besides, words are cheap. Just to impress others, anyone can say anything nowadays.
Yes, Vijay. Money comes and goes, but morality comes and grows.
Yes, I've heard that, and they are wise words. But aren't intelligence and hard work good things?
Yes, they are good, but only when used for the good of others.
It's difficult to be humbled when you are perfect in every way.
Vijay, there were many instances in history where kings were humbled. It was about 5,000 years ago when Lord Krishna walked on the sacred soil of India. Arjuna was taught to be humble. In the Mahabharata, the mighty warrior Arjuna, on a couple of occasions, fell prey to some weaknesses exhibiting pride. It was his good fortune that he had Lord Krishna, his friend and cousin, who taught him a lesson and got rid of his mistakes. In this story, Hanuman taught a lesson on humility to Arjuna. During one of Arjuna's conquests, he was traveling southwards to India when he reached Rama Setu, where Lord Rama had built a bridge of stones to go over to Lanka. He was filled with pride at his unrivaled skill in archery, which clouded his thinking. He said to himself,
Rama had to build a pile of stones laboriously to cross the sea to Lanka. Had I been in his place, I would have twanged a bow and built an arch of arrows across the sea, over which my army would have marched ahead easily.
Suddenly, out of nowhere, a monkey appeared in front of Arjuna. It was no ordinary monkey. It was Hanuman, Lord Rama's faithful devotee. Hanuman gave a huge grin which made Arjuna think he looked funny.
O great warrior Arjuna, how could you undermine Lord Rama's capabilities? Do you think you can build a bridge of arrows strong enough to support a whole army? I challenge you to build one that could bear the weight of a single monkey like me, let alone a huge battalion.
That will be an easy task, Hanuman. I accept your challenge. If I fail, I will accept defeat, and I will atone for my sin to discredit Rama by putting an end to my life.
Arjuna fired his arrows one after another, and they interlocked with one another, so precisely, forming a strong bridge expanding over the sea, linking India to Lanka.
Is that your bridge, Arjuna? It looks too delicate to even take my weight.
Let not your eyes deceive you, Hanuman. Please go ahead and test it for yourself. I will immolate myself in the fire if the bridge proves to be weak.
Hanuman took his first step gingerly on the bridge, but nothing happened. 3 steps later, the arrows beneath him began to quiver and groan. The next instant, the bridge came crumbling down and crashed into the sea.
Arjuna, I warned you, didn't I? You have now lost the challenge. The bridge could not hold my weight even for a minute. And you thought it would be strong enough to bear the weight of a whole monkey army, didn't you?
Feeling ashamed, he admits defeat, and standing true to his words, he tried to immolate himself.
Hanuman, I accept defeat. As a man of honor, I will end my life this very instant.
Arjuna, what is this I see? What has prompted you to end your life like this?
O Lord, the reason is that in my moment of pride, I thought myself to be a better archer than Lord Rama himself.
Arjuna then explained to Krishna the challenge Hanuman posed to him and his crumbling defeat. But Krishna, being the master planner of the universe, turned the entire situation around.
I am afraid this is not a valid agreement. How can the two of you alone come to a fair conclusion without a witness? Arjuna and Hanuman, we must start all over again. Arjuna, you must build the whole bridge again in front of me and Hanuman. You must walk over it while I stand a witness.
Arjuna took up his bow and arrow and shot one by one and built another bridge. Hanuman then walked over easily, and this time he had walked half the distance, and nothing happened. He jumped on it with all his might, but to no avail. The bridge grew stronger and stronger.
How strange. Nothing is happening to this bridge, no matter how hard I jump or stomp my feet on it. This bridge does not even sway a little bit.
A defeated Hanuman walked back across the bridge to the shore.
Oh, Arjuna, you were right. Your bridge is certainly strong enough to carry the whole army.
Arjuna and Hanuman looked at Krishna to see what he had to say. Soon they saw drops of Krishna's blood oozing from his back and falling on the ground.
What is this, Lord? Your back is bleeding. How did this happen?
Krishna looked at them with a beautiful smile, and in a moment, both Arjuna and Hanuman both understood. Krishna, in his subtle form, had been supporting the bridge on his back in the same way he had held the Mandara mountain when the gods and demons churned the ocean of milk. Krishna, in his infinite compassion, did this only to save the honor of his devotee. Arjuna was soon humbled and fell at Hanuman's feet.
Hanuman, please forgive me. Pride had blinded me. Now I realize my mistake. Please bless me so that I will be successful in the battles ahead.
Arjuna, you are the Lord's true devotee, and he never lets down a true bhakta. I will bless you with great strength. I bless you. I bless you.
True to his promise, Hanuman was present on the flag of Arjuna's chariot on the battle of Kurukshetra, guarding and giving Arjuna the strength to fight the Kauravas till they were destroyed. Arjuna, in his mistaken pride and eagerness, forgot that it was by the divine grace alone he possessed the skill, and without the divine grace of the Lord, his skills were worthless.
That was an amazing story. Mom, I'm sorry that I did not listen to your advice before, but now I have realized that I was wrong, and I promise to never repeat my mistakes again.
I am so happy for you.
I'm inspired to look back in my life to see how everything I have experienced led me to where I am right now. I'm happy Rahul got this opportunity of learning who he really is. It is one step for him to lead towards positive change in the days ahead.
Sathya Sai Baba helps us realize who we are. We are the eternal spirit that temporarily occupies the mind and body. That eternal spirit is love, pure love. Baba teaches that man's basic nature is divine, and the purpose of life is the realization of his divinity. He says, this will occur by leading a moral life, rendering selfless service, and engaging in devotional practices. In addition to pure love, we must develop respect and compassion for all beings.
Sairam, everyone. Hope you're all enjoying the program so far. We have seen that we are not who we think we are, but rather we are divine beings having a human experience. We also, Vijay and his son Rahul, were victims of mistaken identity. Vijay secluded himself from others and felt he was better and more successful. His ego and pride was crushed and thus humbled. We all know that bad habits die hard, and Rahul, being a victim to it, fell prey to some wrong judgments. God, in his infinite mercy, always sends his angels to protect his children from going on the wrong path. It has been 3 years, and Rahul and Suresh's friendship has blossomed. Let us see how they're doing today.
Suresh, do you hear that?
Of course I do. It is so melodious.
I am surprised you like such music.
Well, I listen to any music that is appealing to my ears.
Very interesting, Suresh. It is good that I'm learning more about you.
I received an invitation for Sathya Sai Baba's 90th birthday celebration. There is going to be a musical presentation. Why don't you come along?
Let me see. I am not too sure. I will call you if I decide to come.
Rahul has not yet called. I wonder what is keeping him. Looks like I will need to go by myself.
Suresh comes to the venue and is surprised to see Rahul.
Oh my God! Rahul, what are you doing here?
Suresh, I wanted to surprise you. I am part of the program, and some of the boys who are performing are from the street music band we heard before. After you left that day, I went and had a chat with them. They told me about Baba's 90th birthday celebration, where they were planning to perform. I asked if I could join them and offer to play guitar. They have shown me so much love. The last few days have taught me so much, and I can feel the changes within. I am beginning to understand that although we are all different in physical form, we have the same divinity within. I am truly blessed to have a friend like you, Suresh, and I hope you enjoy the program tonight.
This reminds me of a wonderful analogy of a fruit Sai Baba gave in one of his discourses. Baba vividly explains how the fruit of love is present in each and every person's life. We must understand that God has given us this body to enjoy the sweetness of love, which has been diluted by Maya. By peeling the outer skin, we can get rid of the ego of I and mine. The seeds inside the fruit must then be removed to eliminate our bad thoughts, words, and deeds. And last but not least, the pulp has to be crushed to remove the other vices of lust, greed, hatred, etc. present in our mundane existence, in order to extract the sweet juice which is suffused with love, which is who we really are. Thank you, Sairam.
Sarvakari
Wow, the program was indeed very thought-provoking that I am beginning to realize who I really am, and you must be doing the same. Just as I thought that we were finished, the SSE students and youth took us one step further and treated us to a grand musical performance. Let us give all the participants of tonight's program another round of applause.
साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात् साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात् साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात् साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात्
ओम जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी सत्य साई हरे भक्त जना संरक्षक बंद जना संरक्षक परति महेश्वरा ओम जय जगदीश हरे नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा शांति शांति शांति
जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की जय
I now humbly request you to please remain standing until Sai Baba leaves the auditorium.
साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात् ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात् ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात् ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वप्रचोदयात्